Okay, so I'm going to make some pumpkin cupcakes, and when you're baking, I have to use a recipe that's more scientific, so we're going to put these together and we'll add the recipe at the end down below. So I'm just going to ask for you to subscribe and like as we are doing these programs. The notifications will help you know when we've uploaded a new one. So this is 1 3/4 flour, a teaspoon of baking powder, a half teaspoon of baking soda, some salt, some pumpkin spice, some cinnamon, and some ginger, and some nutmeg. We're just going to put all this together, give it a good stir. It's a great recipe to put together using your pumpkin. We roasted the pumpkin, so look back. There's a recipe or a video on the previous videos that'll show you how to roast the pumpkin and use it for the puree for these cupcakes. So I'm going to add 1 1/4 cups of brown sugar and 2 eggs. So I know that I say I like to skip the recipe, but because baking requires you to be a little more technical, the garnishing and plating and all of that is where your creativity gets to come in. I'd like to be able to do a little something fun with these when we're done. So I'm going to make a different kind of topping. We're going to use coconut with these. So toasted coconut. It goes really well with the pumpkin flavors. So we're just going to mix this up, get those eggs incorporated. You'll notice that if you use dark brown sugar, it clumps up a little more, so we're going to break that up a little bit so it combines a little better. And to this we're going to add our liquid ingredients, which is 1 cup of pumpkin. I'm going to use coconut oil in these. So it's a 1/2 cup of coconut oil, and I just melted it. And some vanilla, 1 1/2 teaspoons of vanilla. Scrape down the sides. I'm going to blend this just a little bit longer with the wet ingredients until it's really well combined. This is what it looks like after it's been about 2 minutes mixing. We're just going to add the toasted coconut. This is a 1.5 cups of toasted coconut. Just kind of want to fold it in. I want to deflate all that we just put in it with the air we just put in it. So I've greased a muffin pan. This is I like these silicone ones. They're quick release. And you just put about 1/4 cup. You don't want to fill it all the way to the top, but mostly. And these cook for 18 minutes, 350. In the meantime, I took a can of condensed milk and put it in a pot of boiling water. So you want to make sure you cover the can, take the label off, cover the can, and we made a caramel sauce out of it. So when these are done, we're going to cut a little hole in them. We're going to fill them with the caramel sauce, and then we're going to frost them. We just had bright eyes come up on the other side of the camera. You're spaz. Okay, so these are ready to go in the oven, and we'll come back and I'll show you how to put them together. Okay, so now I'm going to put the cupcakes together, and I find that if I use a core, can just go right into the center of each one. Be careful because they will crack. They're just cooled. It's leche out of the condensed milk. I really just put it in the water, covered it took the label off, let it go for about 25 minutes. Take it out of the can, let it cool. It gets kind of a caramel flavor to it. So you want to go not all the way down on these. So if you look, there's a nice hole, but there's not go all the way through. This is the delici. We're going to just fill that. Most of the way. I took the frosting we made earlier and put it in a piping bag. It's always best if you put it in a cup, keeps it upright. We're really just going to go over the top of them, make them look nice. These should probably be refrigerated for about half an hour, just so the icing sets up. And I have some more toasted coconut. Just over the top. There we go. Happy birthday, Bryce.